What's up, guys? Back with another Scream video. Today, I want to talk about my predictions for Scream 7. The rumors right now are that they're expecting to start filming in October, possibly sooner, but they're looking at October at the very latest. My predictions are I do believe Cindy will be back. I feel like maybe in Scream 6, she only was supposed to have a cameo role but wanted to be paid, which I know a lot of people are speculating that's the reason why she wasn't in Scream 6. But I do feel like she will have a bigger role in this movie. But like I said in the Scream 6, I just don't feel like if they don't bring her back, I'm fine with it. Um, but I do feel like in Scream 7, my theory is that they are bringing Stu back. I think that all the kind of red herrings and hints at Stu, I think it's setting up his return. And I think for his story to make sense, Sydney has to be back. So I'm hoping that they figure out the money situation. And she definitely deserves it. She's definitely in my top two Scream Queens of all time behind JLC. Which congrats on winning an Oscar. That was awesome. She kind of gave out a shout out to us horror fans as well. So that was cool to see. Um, but yeah, I think Stu's back. I think he will come out as like the mastermind behind some of the movies. I feel like um, he'll kind of reveal where he's been and everything like that. I don't think it'll make sense if they make it where he was in prison and they just kept it secret. I don't think that works. I think that kind of ruins his return. I think it needs to be, which we watched a movie and that Mike has this opinion is that his parents might have, because they were obviously rich, they must have covered up the the his death, just to get him back. So I feel like that's definitely a way they could go in this franchise. Um, but in my opinion, you have to bring Stu just because of all the hints and stuff towards it. I think there's going to be a lot of disappointed fans if he's not in this, and maybe it doesn't have to be 7. But as of right now, that's what I want to see. Leaving the theater, um, that's what I wanted to see. And my final opinions, kind of on Scream 6. If you watch my review, this is going to have spoilers, by the way. If you watch my review, one of the biggest downfalls of the movie for me was the reveal. I felt like it was very Scream-esque the way they did it. Like it was Jack. It was um, what's his name? Drawing a blank. Richie's family turns out to be the Ghostface. There was 3 of them. His dad, brother, and sister. Um, to me, I didn't like the reveal. I thought that there could have been. I mean, maybe it was because I was expecting Stu, so maybe that's why it didn't hit that hard to me. Like it's still a very very good movie. The reveal just kind of felt lackluster to me. Like I think I was expecting more. So that's probably just my opinion on that. Like that's why it felt kind of bland to me. But it just felt kind of just way too obvious because like I picked out one of the Ghostface like immediately, like when he was just kind of like the nerdy kid, like in the background, talking about like his virginity. Like I knew right off the bat he was the killer. Quinn got me because I wasn't expecting. I legitimately thought she died. It was kind of funny that like they didn't show her dying; they just showed like her dead body. But so it was kind of that one I definitely didn't see coming. The detective I seen probably at the park scene. I kind of felt like, okay, yeah, there's something up with him. And then whenever he was like in his office saying that, he was tied up, he couldn't leave right now, but they took him off the case, so I don't know why he would be in the office working. But he had time to be like in the park. Like that doesn't make sense to me. So that's what kind of led me on to him. Um, what else would I like to see in Scream 7? My prediction was that Gail was going to die. Obviously, she didn't in Scream in this Scream. So I would still like to see a main character go, especially since Dewey's gone. I just feel like Gail has to go because her story to me just isn't very interesting without Dewey. So I'm gonna be fine if she goes in the next movie. I don't want to see Cindy die at all. I that would make her kind of feel pointless for all these movies if she was to end up dying. I want to keep the core four alive. Like I would have been very sad if any of them would have died. Which I know one of the actors. It's very confusing how he wasn't dead after taking all those stabs. But Chad, if he would have died, that would have been rough for me. But he definitely looked like he was dead if you watch that scene from the movie. Any other predictions I have are just like small things. Like I feel like Stu will be the main killer, but I feel like there's going to be multiple again. Like I feel like Stu's going to leave like his best people that he thinks can really handle the job will be with him. I'm not sure the characters, like I don't know, but I just feel like there's going to be multiple Ghostface again. Probably like 2 or 3. I do think Skeet will be in this one again. I think as long as Sam's in it, they'll keep bringing Skeet back. Jenna Ortega, I think her character will have a bigger role in Scream 7. And as well as Sam, like I think they'll be the front runner, but you'll have Sydney in there as kind of like a co-main, as like with them two leading, and then her kind of like co. But I feel like her story won't be much. Like I don't think they'll kill her, but I think if you use the Stu storyline, I think that they have like kind of their farewell, and that's the end of Cindy's storyline. But you keep going with Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega's characters. I think that could work really well, but I feel like you have to end Stu and Sydney's storyline kind of here. So I'm fine if they do that in 7, or maybe even bring it into 8. I would be fine with that if they end up doing an 8th, which Scream's number 1 in the box office right now. So I don't see why they would stop at 7 unless that's like the only things they want. Like if they don't want to do any more than 7 for this current storyline. But yeah, I think that you need to bring Stu back, or you're going to have very upset fans. I think you have to get Cindy back for this movie if you're going to bring Stu back. I think Gail will die in this one, even though I said that in the last one. I just feel like her story to me just isn't entertaining without Dewey. Like I need Dewey there to even really care about her, even though I love her because she's in the OGs. So like it's weird saying that, but I just feel like without Dewey, I'm not invested in Gail. Like when she almost dies in Scream 6, like it's definitely going to be sad. But like if Dewey's not there, like I don't need Gail in the story at all. Like if I'm cool with her if she's not in the next ones, but if she is, I think you got to kill her off, and I think Stu has to be the one to do it. Also coming up on the channel, I'm going to be doing a Scream franchise ranking. Like all the movies in the franchise, and I'm not sure where to put 6 yet, because I do really enjoy it. The reveal kind of killed it a little bit for me, but that's, like I said, my expectations were Stu. So that'll be a video coming up. Also, I'll probably do a Ghostface ranking, like all the killers. I'll probably rank them. I'll go back. I've seen all of the Screams multiple times, but I'll go back and watch them like I always do for any kind of these ranking videos. But yeah, those are my predictions for Scream 7. What I would kind of like to see. There's just a few things. As we get closer to Scream 7, I'll probably come out with another of these, just see how much they've changed. But right now, my main goal is I want Stu in the next movie. And I think it's very possible. And I'm very interested to see how they would handle him being gone for so long and no one mentioning. It's got to be some kind of cover up. But yeah, expect some more Scream content coming, as well as any other horror news that I hear. I'm a huge Halloween fan, so I'm hoping we get some Halloween news here soon. But yeah, that's all, guys. Let me know in the comments how much you enjoyed Scream 6. Let me know what you see coming in 7. Make sure you hit subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you on the next one.